morning, everyone. Today we're going to be playing Dark Souls. Starting off, we have, starting things, generic character. We're going to choose a black fire bomb just because I'll use it to kill another game boss pretty quickly. There's plenty of other things, most of them are kind of worthless. Like the pendant, which literally says no effect, so people actually thought that maybe it was a trick. But years later, there was an interview where he actually stated that, there is no trick. There's nothing to it. The master key opens up a couple doors, but I'm probably not don't believe there's nothing I need in there, so I'll skip that. Oh, which is ring is a later thing. We can get later anyway, so it's not really worth it. So we'll use black fire bombs.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So, for people that are watching, this is probably... Well, this will be the first game I play solo. Before playing with anybody. Just because this is a game that's near and dear to my heart. It's a game I've played many times. I played this game many times. That's why I'm playing as a Deprive, which is the lowest stats. Basically, no start equipment. As you can see up there is enemy. It's neat to see, the boss. And we're not fighting it because they're broken swords, so it doesn't do any damage. Just going to keep moving. Because that's how little damage it does. And for that. That's why we don't fight this boss, because while it is possible, it's not worth it. Because you need to go up here anyways to get your Estus class. So you can actually have heals with the game.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you. Now I would hate and thank you.
Now, guys. So that was Oscar of Torah. So he essentially being chosen undead means that we are cursed with the dark sign, so whenever we die, we just come back to life. Which is what the main character is, which is why he's sentenced here. Oscar Restorer rescued us, because we are essentially the chosen undead. Many theories about that. Basically, there's theories that we are actually somehow related to the first pygmy, the person that kind of set up the first fire. But essentially losing your purpose or kind of dying too much will cause you to go hollow. There we go. Now it's a little better. It was a little loud before. So, essentially by us going and being chosen dead, we're supposed to go and rekindle the fire to avoid the edge of dark. So that way we can, because essentially the edge of dark is how all life started. During that time, the dragons ruled. But once the Age of Fire came, then humans were...
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
We have here. You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So essentially there are 2 bells we do to open the gates to essentially enter Andor Londo, where Lord Gwyn resides. He was the man in the opening cutscene throwing lightning at dragons, because lightning is the greatest weakness to dragons.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thorolund. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello, I realize that but I also want you to know, here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
So essentially all the, you see these, some of these are made by people, some not. The crow that took us is, you can kill a cur, but there's no point, you don't really get anything from it. Over there is a chest that essentially if you lose a item that's kind of required, you can typically get them back from there. That lady over there is that statue over there was a cut content where essentially it moved. We don't know what for, but yeah. Yeah, we're trying to go and rekindle the fire. That way we don't have the Age of Dark, because yeah, essentially that's the beginning of all life. Running past everything because the amount of souls it gives compared to the amount of effort it'll take is just not worth. So we'll just keep moving. Pretty simple. We'll come here later, grab those random things I'm missing, but first business is to get this next one. 60 souls is really worth it. Yeah, even though I've beaten this game many times, I'm still kind of a coward, so I don't want to upgrade my health and all that. And there was an item back there. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anything good, so we're just gonna skip it because I did not know you could actually do that. So, shocker for me. Want to move away. So essentially that first fog wall disappeared. We went through it because it's kind of like a, hey, this is a new area, but the fact that this one didn't means we're in a boss room. And since I've played this before, I'm going to get rid of these guys. Just because it makes the boss a lot harder if you don't get rid of those guys. And you can get attacked with the fog wall because they're still aggroing me. It's easier to move forward. What? That hit you. There we go. Good. So we got humanity, which is right now the number at the top left is 0. That's why we look as ugly as we do, is because we are well, if we restore our humanity, we can go and get various perks. And the homeward bone allows us to return to the previous bonfire without losing all our souls, but I don't really want to defenders yet. You see, these with raiding mean that you can go and they're made by people, and Praise the Sun is basically the thing of the sky.
You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astor, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
So,
Oh, as the skiff.
hoping to go do the Praise the Sun thing, but apparently not. No, I can't. But essentially, that's Solaire. He'll follow you throughout the game every so often. You can summon him with the Summon Stone. And you can summon other people as well, because that's the whole point of that explanation. Time being convoluted is that we can summon other players when they're playing online. You can summon NPC summons like Solaire during various fights, as long as you have humanity, which is one of the big perks about it. Him talking about his fathers, one of the theories that led to he might be with the child of Lord Gwyn, but because there's a lot of open-ended theories to this game. It's one of the things we don't know. That's kind of the fun of it. So, if you try and approach from the front while the dragon's up there, it will essentially just keep breathing fire on you, which knocks you down and does a lot of damage, so you won't be able to attack unless you have a high health pool. Kicking a shortcut ladder, that way we have that bonfire we had earlier. So we keep moving. Actually, we will go level up here. So essentially all of these, attunement is magic slots. I'm going to have dexterities for dexterity weapons, strength is for strength-based weapons like the club. Resistance will do poison resistance and basically just physical weapons. But I'd rather have stamina, which I get for endurance, and equipment load. Basically how many times you can attack and all that. Intelligence is what you need for basically sorcery-based spells. Faith is for faith-based spells, and humanity is how much humanity you have. How these games work, if you're not sure where, is every time you die, you lose all your souls, and you have one life to go get them back. Otherwise, they're lost and then it goes to the next one. A bit more of a challenging system, but kind of it's become so common based nowadays that their games are now based around called Souls-based games. A quick way to cheese this dragon is to shoot the tail, because if you shoot the tail off, a lot of these, they didn't do it a lot in later games, but they did it in this one. Is if you destroy the tail, you get a special weapon from it. Nope. Oh my god. I messed up. There we go. He's kind of a pain in the butt. Want to kill these rats quick, easily. You don't want to run through them because they will induce poison, and poison will, even if you do a better starting class than I did, then you will still get wrecked by them. If we can make it. There we go. No! I messed that up. Well, that was my fault. Essentially, you can skip a lot of that area if you do that, but now that it's closed off, because you only get that one opportunity, now I've actually got to do it fairly. So essentially, you can cheese your way right to the next bonfire by doing that. That was my idea. I got a little too overtly zealous, I guess is the word. Here. Oh my god. Because he strikes with the spear, it really just gets annoying. Yeah, these rats are basically bottom feeders, so you can occasionally get those from enemies. Potentially the big reason to go over to get the dragon down is to get this bonfire right here, because you can unlock this. Kind of make a shortcut, but I just don't care. Bro! Oh god. That is not what I want. I want to grab that item there, but oh well. Because of that, we are just going to run right through everything. Come on! Hopefully I can make it up here, but not. Even though those do very little damage, they still, so many of them, that they hurt a lot. Instead, we're just gonna run through. And hopefully make it. I need to. Oh, I don't know. Oh, well. See if we can make it. Nope! That's the problem with this game sometimes, is you kind of get blocked into various paths. but it's fine. Instead, let's go to T-Plan, because that's basically how this game works. Unfortunately, right now, there's not a whole lot of paths we can take. For the starting area, there are 3 paths you can take. There are the way down to. I don't really know the city. It's a lot of ghosts though, so unless you have weapons to damage the ghosts, then their attacks just phase right through them. And it's a lot more high level area than what I am currently equipped for. So we're not going to do that. And then the other one is the crypt. But unless you kill the summoner, for the skeletons they indefinitely revive. Come on, get up. Alright, let's see if we can do better. Yeah, the reason I'm running through everything is because they get like 20 to 40 souls each, and it's just not worth it because they're essentially doing mobs. Just have to brute force through, so it's just easier. Okay, and we got our soul back. There we go. That's better. Here is a skip you can do. You can essentially go and force the game to think you've hit the line between life and death, and the game will go into a top-down view, but instead of being dead, you'll still be alive, so the game will kind of breaks the game into thinking various things. So you can basically force your way into there because doing the 2 Bells of Awakening just opens that way we can access and Rolando. There. But we're not going to do that because honestly, if you want to watch someone do that, you can watch other people. I'm playing this.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre, the restorer. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
So Andre is our blacksmith. Not many of them, but they can. You can ascend stuff. You can reinforce it, do more damage. But you need various things. Top right corner, you see we need souls and Titanite shards. All these are basic weapons, so they don't require anything special. But they do increase damage done, which is great. You can also do certain armors, and then you can repair equipment. I don't have any armor, so I can't repair anything, and then I just repair my weapon. You can purchase Titanite shards, become expensive. Respiratorius, we'll need for later. Some of these we can do at our own, but they cost a good bit of money. It's not that big a deal. I don't think we really ever use it. We can look into getting some better weapons eventually, but for now we're good. And then arrows and bolts for crossbow and a regular bow. Gesture. And you can talk to him, or you can get
Get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Down here's a boss, but I'm not going to fight it mainly because it's really annoying. Because he has long range, close range attacks. So we're going to go here and talk to our onion knight.
Oh,
Forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So, here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed.
So, Sigmar, he's another NPC. A lot of them have so Sigmar has a quest. Solaire has a quest. Because essentially they're all same as you, trying to do various things. Now this game is kind of different just based on the fact that it doesn't hold your hand in how to help them, so it's quite easy to miss. I probably will miss a few of them because I'll forget to do one thing, because if you go too far into the game, you can go and kind of miss, or basically lock yourself out of their quest. I'm going to use this, go back down here, because one of the beauty about this game is that, as you've noticed, there's been no single loading screen. The game just seamlessly does it. And yet, here we are. We're back at the starting area. We've done all that without a single loading screen. The game connects very well. And then the reason I'm resting at this bonfire is because it actually pumps me back up to 10 Estus Flasks, because you can upgrade your bonfires. That's why this fire burns brighter, to give you more Estus Flasks. So, it does cost humanity, but it is most of the time pretty worth, because there's definitely various perks to having double heals, especially with how my heals are, because right now my heals are basic level, so. So yes, there's a chest on there, we'll grab it in a minute. Here. Here. So normally you can go in here, and that's her nest, and we can use that to teleport back to where we originally started from, because there are more bosses to be fought there, but I'm not high level for that. I'm still very low level. So instead, what we do is we can main way options. So we can go over here and grab these, which probably will do, but I'll go over here and grab this one here first. Oh no! Where are we? There we go. So, yeah. West key, that way we can get some stuff. Some of the lighting things don't make sense, because why is there... Whatever, we'll talk about it. So, essentially we can... Because this game doesn't have a dedicated jump button. There we go. White Star, which is basically a upgrade version of the club. but also does bleed damage. Cracked Red Eye, which is used to go into other people's worlds. White Talisman. I'm not sure what the pose. Prevents the Estus recovery, so when you invade, then you don't have to worry about them healing. So, as you can see, these bloodstains mean that people have died here. So, and over here. I want... Oh, not this. This one. Bye. Much better weapon, and I'm just gonna keep picking up stuff. And I've done that way. Kind of just how to play however I feel. Runs can be different. It's pointless. First time I beat this, I did not. I went night. We're gonna go down to the script area for this. I feel like it right now. But the first time I beat this, I used magic, which is, yes, the easy way to beat the game, but still the way to beat the game. So, let me through. So, we killed a summoner, that way we can should kill those skeletons out there. We're not going to light this bonfire because I don't really want to be trapped down here if I die. That's exactly why. That's exactly why. Because blood loss does a lot of damage. And I'm not trying to get stuck down here. Oh man, I messed that up. That's just fine. Yes, I had a lot of souls with 2 levels, but that's fine. I messed that up. I got the jump wrong. I just jumped in the wrong area entirely. But fine, we're back. Let's see what we need for the weapon I actually want. 24 strength. So once I get on my strength up a lot. Yeah, see, spear is a dex weapon. That's what that hand means. The bicep curled is strength. The one to the right of the hand is intelligence. Should be able to. And then the one next to it is faith, because talismans are faith weapons. I should have any sorcery-based weapons. Just fine. So, yep. We'll probably call it here just because I got a thing I gotta go to later. So, thanks for watching. We'll pick this up in the next time. Good night, everyone. Bye.